Hey, welcome to my journey. I'm laughing because I was trying to figure out how to get my camera to start without mashing the button on my phone, and I couldn't remember what you're supposed to do, so I was making all kind of hand movements, and finally I got it. That's what's cracking me up. Anyway, you're here for weigh in, and I'm gonna tell you what. Woo! Y'all know the past 2 weeks has been terrible. I can't even remember how much I gained. It was a lot. 5, 6, 7 pounds. I don't know. So I wasn't expecting no different this week. I will be honest with you. I wasn't expecting no different. And then yesterday, which one day don't put fat on you, but I got some chocolats for Valentine's. David cleared it with me first. He said he knew what he wanted to get me, but he wasn't sure. I said, well, I know what I want. And it was the same thing because he knows I love a Whitman's sampler. And I never get them. Never. That's not just I picked you up a Whitman's sampler today. There's a reason I get it. And I won't even say I get it once a year on Valentine's because I didn't get it last year. And I don't think I got it for any other occasion last year. So I was really wanting a Whitman's sampler. So I ate chocolate yesterday, and I'm telling you that because I got more chocolate to eat this week. I'm eating my chocolate. That's the bottom line. Weight loss journey or not, I'm eating my Valentine's chocolate. But anyway, got on the scales this morning, weighed 262 even for, get this, a loss of 0.8. We were so close to a pound, and that puts me at 115 even. So that is so much better than a gain. As we all say, I'll take it. I'm slowly but surely getting where I need to be in my head. I did track some this week. I did weigh and measure some this week. Every day, no. Every meal, no. But I'm getting there. I've told y'all before, and I believe it, it's harder to get back on track once you're off than it is to start the very first time. At least it is for me. The first time I started, buddy, I was ready. I jumped into it. I was excited, learning something new, going to figure it all out, going to get it done. And then every time I get off track, since then, it's harder to get back on. I don't know why that is. What do y'all think? Why y'all think it's like that? But it is for me. Is it for y'all? So I'm trying at it. I am. I'm gonna have some things. I need them this week, but Saturday's coming soon enough. I think I can manage until then. Some things I'm gonna have ready when I prep to eat. Because I need things that ain't a pack of nabs or something like that. So if I want to eat all day, I can eat vegetables all day if I want to. I don't care what you say. If I want to eat 5 bags of Brussels sprouts, which I could never do. I do like a Brussels sprout, but not that many. I could because it's just vegetables. You will never convince me that you can overeat vegetables. You'll never convince me. No. I say you can eat all the vegetables you want, and you know that I can't stand vegetables. But I started thinking things that I do like, and there are plenty of vegetables I like, just not like the kind that people consider healthy, like kale and stuff like that, spinach. People consider the dark leafy greens your powerhouse vegetables. Well, I don't like I don't think anything I like is a powerhouse. All vegetables are good for you, but I don't think I like any powerhouses. I just like plain old regular old vegetables. So, and cooked with the exception of cucumbers and lettuce. And then lettuce I like iceberg. So there you go. Hey, will y'all hold on a minute? I got to turn my air conditioner on. I have just took on a hot flash. And I ain't supposed to have them, so y'all hold on just a minute. Okay, it probably won't be long. I'll get cold, but oh my gosh, it just hit me, and I'm getting wet. Now I've done had my shower. I can't stand the sweat after I have my shower. Listen, speaking of when I was drying my hair, this little thing right here, see how long that is? Because it was shaved, but you see how it does? I said, I look like Shirley Partridge. Remember Shirley Partridge's hair? Wasn't that considered a shag? But she kept it like fixed up here, sideways and all. And then she had that little flippy thing on the bottom. That's what I feel like. I feel like Shirley Partridge. I gotta go get this stuff cut. Oh my gosh. It is way too long. This back here, touching me, oh no, I can't stand it. But I just ain't got down there yet. I tell you what, when the garden comes on, when it gets to be summertime, you better know I'll keep my hair cut, because I'm going to be down there in the blazing heat. I'm going to not have a head full of hair. David's so close to having that tractor done. He had it out riding around the yard the other day. Yep. He's got to get some new tires for it, and he said he's got to test the hydraulic system. He's got a disc or something down there in the woods, and where it was left last time his daddy used it. And oh my gosh, I don't know how long ago that was. So he was going to get it and bring it up here and hook it to make sure the hydraulics on it work, because he don't want to have it towed down there and then all of a sudden it ain't working and he ain't up here in his garage with all his tools and stuff. So, knock on wood, no jinx, we'll be getting that garden. Listen, we're all excited about it. We are. Holly and Jacob come up Tuesday. He had another one of his little crying jags. I was talking to him and I was making something. We were watching. He come in the door. He wanted to watch Handyman Hal Car Wash. That's what he watches up here. He gets on my lap. We watch Handyman Hal Car Wash. Well, when I was talking about the water, he hadn't got on my lap yet. We got it turned on. I said, "Oh, that water's cold," like that, and he just started crying, jumped on his mommy's lap. He wouldn't even look at her. He had his face buried in her chest. He wouldn't even look at her. And so she sat down and held him a little bit, and then she goes, "You want to play your toys?" He said, "Yeah." So he went in there in the room. I guess that's his and Sebastian's room. And you can leave him in there and let him play toys, and he don't mess with nothing. He don't mess with nothing. Every now and then he'd go, "Mommy, Mommy." And she'd say, "What, baby?" "Mommy." He wouldn't tell her what he wanted. He wanted her to come there. Well, he wanted to watch on the computer screen. So she got it on the, whatever he was watching. He might have been watching Blippi or something. And set him up in the chair. He had his snack. So he was sitting there eating his snack, and I walked by to go to the bathroom, and I said, "Oh, you need some juice?" And he was talking to me then. I didn't go in there for a while because I didn't want to upset him. "You need some juice?" He said, "Yes." So I got him a juice box, because I keep him some juice boxes down there in his drawer. And I went back in there just to look and see what he was doing. He was just sitting up there with his juice box, watching TV like that. Just leaned up on the table, the desk. But I'm going to tell you what. He had every snack in there opened. And Holly picked up the big chunks. And I had to vacuum. I vacuumed up a little bit of everything in the snacks that he eats. Moon pies, crackers, Cheetos, peanut butter bar. Oh, I don't know what happened to his peanut butter bar. I didn't see it. Oh, I better go look for that. I bet it's in the buggy. He'll when he don't eat something, he'll put it in his buggy. I guess he's saving it for later. I don't know. Listen, yesterday I walked. I got to do it again today. I put on Leslie Sansone. I found a 15-minute 1 mile walk. And it's a fast walk. And she does exercises the whole time. Not the whole time, but you walk. And then you do exercises backwards and forwards and sideways in your arms and all this. It was a workout, 15 minutes of a workout, and I lasted, honey. I walked a mile. Yes, I did. And I kept up. I kept pace. Now, when she would say lift your knees high, I couldn't quite yet get them up as high as they were, but I got them up pretty doggone high. So I was so proud of myself. I was proud of these knees. Oh, y'all, I walked like a regular, normal person would walk. I just walked. And before, when I would try to do one of her videos, I would just shuffle my feet. Just the least little bit you could shuffle, because I couldn't pick them up. Oh, my gosh. It was glorious. So, when it warms up enough, I'm going outside. I'm going to go uptown and walk. I don't want to walk around my neighborhood for some reason. I like my neighborhood. It's a safe neighborhood, but I don't feel like walking around my neighborhood. I feel like walking uptown. I guess it's just prettier uptown. I don't know. More to see. Other people around, you know. So, I don't know. That's probably what I'll do. Just drive uptown and walk. Like I did before my knees really crapped out on me. I didn't realize I was ruining them. Worse. So, I was excited about that. Listen, let me tell you this too. If you watched my chat and ride and haul and day in the life, whatever that thing, hold on a minute. It was that throat tickle. If you watched that video, you seen I got that Mandrell family cookbook, and I opened up the front, was autographed by all of them, and I said, I know that's just printed on there because I can tell. Well, I was looking through it yesterday, and I got towards the back. There was a certificate of authenticity from wherever they were at, where they bought the book, that those were their actual signatures. And when I went back to look and I flipped the front dust cover up, it said to Francis. If I'd have seen that, I would have known. But I didn't look under it because you couldn't see it under it. I didn't flip it up. To Francis. And they all signed it. So how cool is that? Y'all know I love a good autographed cookbook. I don't care if it's somebody famous or not. If they autographed their cookbook, I'm about it. If somebody writes in their cookbook, I'm about it. Yes. One of them other cookbooks I got that day, somebody had wrote inside of it in a spot that I didn't know. So, I like that kind of stuff. Well, I'm gonna, I think, do a trashy junk journal, which, y'all, the one I do right now is kind of trashy because it's got trash in it, but I've been saving. I don't know, you can't see it all back there. You see all that crap I've been saving? Boxes and things. I've got in my head an idea how I want to make it using those boxes. You know, you can recycle that stuff, but if you read about it, everything does not get recycled. Only a portion of what you put out gets recycled. Only a portion. The rest goes to the landfill. So, maybe I'm saving that from the landfill. Who knows? Which, I'm not all about that. That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible, but I'm not a, what would you say, a conservationist or whatever. I mean, that's terrible. I should be, but so I think I'm gonna work on that. I don't know what it's gonna be like, so I don't know if I should bring y'all along for the ride. It'll be an experiment for both of us, because I'll just be figuring out what I want to do as I go. Would y'all want to see that? I know a lot of people don't watch my junk journal videos, but there was enough of you. When I asked what you like to see, there was enough of you that liked the junk journals that I thought I would do them, because there's a little something different some people likes that I'd like to oblige. And so, yeah, I need to do some crafting videos. I gotta think of some stuff to craft. This is the thing. I think I've said it before. I don't really have nowhere to put nothing. And I think, well, don't bother crafting because you ain't got nowhere to put it. But I can craft it and donate it. I don't have to keep it. I can craft it, or if I like it really good, I can change it out for something I already got in yonder. But I can craft it and just donate it. People buy stuff like that. Well, if they don't, they can throw it away. They can put it in the landfill. Well, I don't know. Oh! I was going to say I didn't know what else to say, but let me tell y'all. So, the house down yonder, Holly's on one well, and then our other house is on a different well. And then there's 2 other houses that use our well water. Well, it sits up there beside the other house where the mailboxes are. And Holly went to check her mail a couple days ago, and she sent me pictures and called me. She says, "You see that?" I said, "Yes, I do. What happened?" She said, "I don't know." She said, "We was just up here. The well house was knocked over. And it's a cement block well house. Not one of those, things that look like rocks or whatever, or green cover things. It was a cement block well house with a roof on it. Knocked over. The whole front end knocked over. The roof flipped off of it. And I did not wake David up. He was asleep. It was Tuesday when she called, because Tuesdays are his sleepy days. He didn't get much sleep on Monday, so when he comes in Tuesday, he's always tired. He was sitting over there about falling asleep when they were here. So there was not a thing in the world he could do about it if I woke him up and tell him. And then if I did wake him up to tell him, he would lay there and his wheels would turn and he would not get any sleep. I know my husband. So when he woke up, I told him and showed him the pictures, and he's like, he couldn't figure out what in the world caused that. I said, "Looks like somebody hit it." He said, "Well," I said, "you better go down there and ask," I ain't gonna say their names, "your cousin, cause he's another Uncle Eddie." Woo! Woo! Let me tell you, they live behind Holly. He lives with his mama. He's dang near my age and still lives with his mama. Ain't got no job. I ain't gonna tell you no more about him. Well, he went down there and he called me. He said, "You won't believe what happened." I said, "What?" His aunt run into it, claims she went to get the mail, and when she got back in her car, it wouldn't stop. And I'm like, yeah, because she didn't have her foot on the brakes. They did not bother to call David and tell him. They just let it lay. Now, that's as dirty as you could do a family member. But it ain't surprising, which is the sad part. So I told him, I'm going to give y'all some of our personal information. If something goes on with the well, it's split 3 ways because there's 3 families using it. I told him, this one ain't going to be split with nobody but her. She hit it. It didn't fall down on its own. You ain't got nothing to do with it. The other people ain't got nothing to do with it. She going to pay for it. And I said, you better not. You better not pay for it. He said, okay. I better not find out he got too nice and said he would help her pay for it. Sometimes he's too nice for his own good. I don't like it. But I'll tell you what, you can push him too far. As smooth as he is, because you know that's what Jimmy nicknamed him, Mr. Smooth. In case y'all ever wonder why I call him Mr. Smooth, Sandy over Lake Sandy, her son Jimmy, he used to do the tags with her all the time. And then he would watch our tags, and the way David is, yeah, if y'all are new and hadn't seen him, he's just copacetic, you know what I'm saying? And so Jimmy nicknamed him Mr. Smooth. So that's why, if you hear people calling him that, that's where that came from. So, Mr. Smooth, he's smooth, but boy, you can push him too far. And when you've done that, you've done it. And it takes a lot. Oh my gosh, it takes a lot to push him. He's got the patience of Job. I ain't joking, y'all. I, on the other hand, have not. I have the patience of nobody. I don't have patience. Y'all have patience. I like something done yesterday. I get antsy if I'm watching somebody do something and I could just do it quicker. I get frustrated. I can't help it. I'm not patient in waiting situations. I'm just not. So anyway, well, I don't know nothing else. I really think I don't. Let me study through my brain. I told you that I walked. I told you about the mandrills. If you don't watch my day in the lives and hauls and things, I will tell you this. Wanda's got a basement because it was because a lot of y'all just watch my weigh-ins, and so y'all don't hear some of my other stuff. And if you done heard my other stuff, just close your ears. Wanda's got a basement because it was a grocery store, and so there's a good set of kind of steep steps that goes down to the basement, and I never get to go down there. She's got it full of stuff. I never get to go down there unless she goes around and lets me up in the big roll-up door, whatever, sliding door. I can't remember which. It's an old grocery store. But she'll let me drive around there, and she'll come down there and let me in if I want to go down in the basement. Well, I thought, you know what? I'm going to take these babies out for a test drive. I got down the steps. Not fast, but I got down them. And I bought a little wood piece for Holly that was pretty heavy. So I drug it up. The conveyor belt runs right by the steps where they would run the groceries up top. I just drug it and walked up the steps and drug it and walked up the steps. But I made it. I got down to the basement at Wanda's all by myself. So if you are on the fence about getting your knees done, get them done. I know some people needs it and they scared about it. No, it'll be one of the best decisions of your life when you get over that initial pain and then they settle in, which there's still got some work to be done. I still got to strengthen up my calves. I've been doing squats, just standing squats, as far as I can squat, but that strengthens up your quad. So I still got to do stuff like that. But if you're on the fence, get off the fence and get it done. Just go through it, get the pain, get it out of your system, and have a new knee. Because the pain you're feeling now ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. It's just going to get worse. So just get the big pain over. Few weeks, you'll be feeling good. Oh my gosh, you'll wonder what took you so long. Yes. Well, for real, I think that I think that's all. I don't think I got nothing else to tell you or show you. Nothing. Let me show off my shag. It's a shag, all right. It's shaggy. Okay. Well, this is probably a short video, so I'm just gonna let you go. That's all I know. I didn't even get halfway through with my coffee. That's because this thing keeps it so hot. When I'm sitting back here, this is the perfect thing. When I'm sitting up front, like watching TV or something, I make me a cup of coffee. I can drink it pretty quick. It'll cool off some, but I can drink it pretty quick. But when I'm sitting back here, or if I know I'm just going to sit up there and not get to it quickly, I put in this thing and honey. It's wonderful. It's the Ember mug. Look it up. I give $5 for it. I done told y'all, and y'all know how proud I am of it. I give $5 for it at the VV Value Village. And it's $160-some mug. It's Bluetooth. It charges on a little saucer, and then this one stays hot about an hour. The paper says an hour and a half, 90 minutes. Mine don't last 90 minutes. Mine lasts about an hour. But it charges pretty quickly. When you put it back on there, it charges pretty quickly, so you can use it again that day. You can use it more than one time a day. Did I tell you I had to get a new dishwasher? I had to get a new dishwasher. And honey, I love that thing. Oh my gosh. I feel like country goes city. Oh, the one we had in there was from 2009 when we redid the house. And the dishwasher worked. It's just the door broke and the handle broke. And so this time I got one. I was scared to get one because I know it lasted from 2009 up to 2024, but still, I didn't get one with the handle like that. I just got the handle on the outside, the grab bar handle, and stainless steel, and inside is stainless steel. I guess that's what it is, stainless steel. It had to be so it wouldn't rust. My other one was white because that's how they used to make them. Now, everyone I looked at the store, except for the cheapest one, was stainless steel on the inside. It's so nice. Oh, it washes them dishes so good. And there's so much more room in this one. I can't figure it out. There's 3 rows. But it must be made so much sleeker that the insides is so much bigger. We can get so much more dishes in it. We don't have to run it near as often as we did the other one. Sometimes, like there's some things we want to use again that we put in the dishwasher, we have to take it out because we ain't got our dishes full and ready to wash yet. But it's got the bottom with the silverware tray. It's got the top. And this is bigger because my other one had a basket up top, so things that might flop around, jar lids, straws, whatever, little things you could put in that basket. Well, this one don't have a basket because above it, it's got one of them pull-out third. It's just like a tray type. It's not a tray because you can wash through it. I can't think what I'm trying to say, but I put lids, like jar lids off mason jars, my straws, big utensils that might be too big for the utensil tray, anything that would fall through the top or get in the way of other things goes on that top flat basket. I don't know what you call it. I love that thing. It's a GE, because I know somebody's going to say, what kind is it? It's a GE. Oh my gosh. I am in love. You know you ain't got a life when you get all tore up and excited about a dishwasher, about a kitchen appliance. Boy, if I could have a new kitchen appliance, I would take me a new refrigerator. If I could go back, knowing what I know now, if I could go back and redesign my kitchen, I would have designed it differently. I designed it for a built-in, but a small built-in, because I'm like, well, it's just me and you. We don't need nothing big. So it's built-in with a cabinet up top. And now I'm stuck to this little refrigerator that don't hold much at all, because you can't, if it was open, I could buy a bigger one. I could buy the biggest one as I want, because I got my coffee bar in between that and the sliding glass door, so I could go way over before I got to the light switch. Which ain't no light out there, but there's a switch for when we get ready. Whew. But I would love to have one of them French doors with the freezer on the bottom, the pull-out trays. Oh my gosh. I would love to have one of them real expensive refrigerators. Yes. Alas, I will never get it, because we would have to tear the cabinets apart, and I'm not going to do that and mess up my cabinets. So I am stuck with what I'm stuck with. But you know what? I'm glad to have a refrigerator, because boy, when we was redoing the house and living down in the big room and we didn't have a refrigerator till my brother gave me his camping refrigerator, it was rough. And it was in the middle of summer. Couldn't even have no cold waters or nothing. Whew, it was rough. But I'm going to tell you what. I miss that little refrigerator. He let me keep it. And I kept it down in the big room beside my freezer. And that's where I could put overflow stuff. So it was like having a bigger refrigerator, because I had room for overflow stuff. It finally quit. I had to get rid of it. I have missed that thing ever since. I'm subject to buy me another one. I just ain't done it yet, because I can't get a bigger refrigerator, but I can buy one to put down there to put extra stuff in. We could keep cold bottles of water and drinks in it. I could keep my meal prep in it, so then my refrigerator up here is just for regular food. You know, So I'm going to study on that. I'm going to study on that real hard because I done got it on the brain now. Y'all get like that. You get something on the brain and that's it. It's going to stay on the brain until you get it off the brain. I want another freezer too. I want a bigger freezer and I want a frost-free freezer before the garden comes on. But that ain't going to happen. I know it ain't going to happen. But we got to start using up some of this stuff that's in, because it's not a big freezer and it is the kind that gets frost. I don't like it, but I'm thankful to have it. I'm thankful to have it, let me say. I just wish it was frost free. So anyway, well, that's all I'm gonna talk about for real. For real. So thanks for watching. 262 minus 0.8, 115 total. We're gonna be back to that over there for long. I'm getting my budding gear. I'm going to. Well, I'm going to eat my chocolate. But around the chocolate, I'm going to get my budding gear. I just really am. I got to. I can't undo all the hard. I have worked too dadgum hard to go backwards. That's seriously. I give myself the time I was laid up from the surgeries, gaining that weight. I'll give myself that. That was going to happen. It just was going to happen. You're laid up. You do nothing. You don't move. You just eat. But these past 2 weeks, that's just on me because I ain't had no excuse. I've just sat around and eat, not moved. So these past 3 weeks are on me. So I've got to change my ways. So anyway, that's all I know today. And I hope you're having a good day. I reckon come back tomorrow. We'll do a live 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I can't remember what was we talking about last week. We was really getting into it real good. We had a good conversation going on about something. And then I just had to go. I just had to get up and go. So anyway, do that. So, well, that's all I know. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.